my camera
Hello, the
on?
host is started broadcasting the meeting on Facebook. Zoom. This meeting is being live
Can
streamed.
you
By
see
staying
me?
in this meeting, you consent to being live streamed.
Okay,
Anyone
it's
with access
little
to
Very
the
dark,
dark,
webcast
but
Martin.
yeah, your camera is on. Yeah, okay.
Oh, is it a bit dark? I did
Yeah.
switch the lights on.
The background light is brighter. That's why it is. The face is a bit dark.
Oh, okay. Oh, you just keep going and I'll try to see what I can do from my end.
No, no, it's all right. It's okay. Okay, then, man.
Thank you.
Okay, what? So, um, good afternoon from all UK and in India and Singapore. All good evening, and good morning to Martin from New Zealand. So it's all the 3 4 wishes goes together. Welcome everybody, and thank you so much for joining. There it is, Kiran. Kiran is quite 10:30 there at Malaysia now. So okay, welcome. We will begin this our fifth uh, webinar. So respected guest Dr. Jitendra Agarwal, our founder CEO. Our directors here, Abhishek, and in London, Sandeep Bhargava, panelists, guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really overwhelmed to be a small part of the Sarthak family, and here an honor to be a moderator of the webinar today. I'm thankful to be appointed as a Sarthak director in the UK and contribute to the best of my ability for the differently able children and adults and our dear friends. So now the main thing what we have in the role of differently able people is overcoming the challenges and developing a confidence which is vital. And this is where I want to assist and support with my team here in the UK. We are a newly made body here, about a year old. We started working, so we are all here to learn. And I would now invite our director Sandeep Bhargava to make a welcome note for today's webinar. Over to you, Sandeep, if you can say a few words. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you, Mr. Devashish, for pulling this on. And I believe this is the fifth seminar we are having for the Sarthak UK chapter. And I'm delighted to note that we have a global community participating into this. And I thank Dr. Agarwal for his involvement in every seminar as we have. And special thanks to Martin. She is very early in her morning in New Zealand. So sorry about that, but welcome. Welcome others, Mr. Jain, Mr. Irani, Mr. Kapoor, everybody, Mr. Patnaik from Singapore and other colleagues from Sarthak. So it's been a journey which we recently celebrated of 14 years of Sarthak's journey. The foundation day we had a week, 10 days ago, and we had the Minister for um, Civil Aviation and North with us, General Retired VK Singh. So our journey from a very humble, very simple beginning has now reached to a level where we are global now and trying to get into the domain of US as well. So we welcome you all on board, and you should be also, I'm sure you are getting aware more and more about Sarthak's capabilities and Sarthak's journey. And I would like to welcome you to contribute in every fashion and manner you would like to do for Sarthak in his journey in UK, for example, and various other places wherever you are. So we are looking forward. In India, we have been pretty good in the last 14 years of our journey. We have trained almost 41,000 adults in India and gainfully employed around 25,000 adults in various corporates. So that's the core objective of Sarthak, to bring in sustainability and bring in self-sustaining life to the adults who are from the PWD sector. And as we call them in India, we call them Divyangjans. The name is given by the President Prime Minister of the country, Mr. Narendra Modi. And we are into their service by connecting these Divyangjan and the corporate, skilling them in various fields and getting them gainfully employed. So our motive and objective for different chapters in, for example, UK and soon to be in US, is to really make it aware and share our learnings out of India into their domain as well, bring the learnings from other global places into India, and also get certain funding for different projects in India as well. So that would be our objective. And I would seek all cooperation from all of you for this objective. And I'm sure we all together can make a journey much more global. And we would like to hear from Dr. Agarwal much more on our journey forward. Thank you very much and welcome once again.
Thank you, Sandeep ji. Thank you for your speech. Now I would welcome Dr. Jitendra Agarwal, our founder and the CEO of Sarthak in Delhi. He's presently in Gurgaon, and so we are just following his footsteps here in the United Kingdom. So as well, over to Dr. Agarwal to say a few words for us, sir.
Thank you so much, Majumdar ji. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. I think Abhishek ji and Majumdar ji has creating momentum for Sarthak in UK now, and I think in last 2-3 webinars we are getting a lot of people who are joining us. So thank you very much to everyone. So I like to just say a few words that like Sarthak is, you can say, pioneer in generating employment for people with disability. Like we founded in 2008, and during that time, not a Indian single corporate was ready to hire. So that movement has become momentum in India now, and I think more than 2,000 corporates are hiring. So, but the population in India we talk about is more than 10 crore people with disability, and we have outreach only 1 million people with disability. So it's a huge gap, and I think in India need resources to empower 10 crore people with disability. That's why we have started UK and coming up in other countries also. So I humbly request all of you to please support this cause of empowering people with disability in different countries, means in establishing Sarthak so that we can mobilize resources. And my humble thanks to all of you for contributing to Sarthak in UK chapter. I think Majumdar ji has shared that Mr. Captain Irani, Kapoor Saab, and Mr. Jain. So everybody has contributed for this cause. So thanks to you for this contribution. But I humbly request all of you to spread this word of empowering people with disability so that we can empower each person with disability in India. And I think my thanks to Majumdar ji for becoming director of Sarthak in UK and creating momentum for this chapter. And I think in the afternoon, I was discussing that we are traveling to France next year for International Olympics. So we'll like to have some program during that March 23 in UK, maybe some conference or some seminar there in a physical mode there itself. So once again, I like to thank and request everyone to contribute for this cause so that we can empower people with disability. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Dr. Agarwal ji. Thank you for your kind words, and we will surely look forward. And we are trying to do our best to, we are learning what you did 14 years back. We are in that position now. So we slowly, we are moving, and I'm so happy that people are from all sectors of the world are coming and having sort of helping us, and slowly we've started this thing, and we have now got quite a handsome donation from Captain Irani and the Lions Club in London. We'll discuss all this when we have, and we are reaching about 2,000 pounds. We've already been promised to as this thing, and we've received some of the funds also. So now we will slowly go over the topic for today is the best practices to engage the people with disability in their work areas, in their leisures, events, entertainment. So that is what the whole topic is. Now we invite, if Martin is there from New Zealand, so we would like to hear from Martin Abel Williamson. I'll give a small introduction. Martin Abel Williamson from New Zealand is the co-chair of Auckland's Council Disability Advisory Panel. She's also the World Blind Union WBU president and serves on the boards of the World Intellectual Property Organization, which is called WIPO. Accessible books, Consortium, ABC, International Disability Alliance, and International Agency for Prevention of Blindness. A person who is visually impairment herself, Martine has contributed immensely to a non-profit organizations for people with disabilities and have been awarded with the Making a Difference Award issued by the Attitude Award Screen Service Medal and Beamish Memorial Award and others for the service of the people with disability. So now we here in Sarthak UK, we are learning. So we would like to hear from you. What is your views? And in the end, we may have a few questions. And what is your view and how you've been able to, help and do the job which you're doing with the differently able people? So, is Martin, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, welcome to Sarthak UK, and I must thank you because it's 2:30 in the morning in Auckland there, and it's I didn't know this time difference so much. Otherwise, I would have. And it's so nice of you to be awake and coming and joining us in this seminar. Welcome, my heart goes with the times and all. I'm sorry to keep you awaken at this point of night. Okay, Martin, please go ahead and say a few words for us.
Thank you. I will not take up much of your time because I'm more interested in questions than me just talking. So, as the president of the World Blind Union, we realize that people need to be connected. That is the main thing. Otherwise, people are always going to think what services are available. So we are divided. The World Blind Union represents the 253 million blind and visually impaired people across the world. And our Asia region, we've got 6 regions: Asia Pacific, Asia, Africa, North America, European. And our Asia Blind Union is very kindly headed by Mr. S.K. Runta. And the exciting thing about this initiative is that we'll be meeting up in Delhi from 1 to 4 November this year. So if your organization is present in Delhi, then I'd love to catch up in person when I get there in early November. So we've got 6 regions and we believe in collectivism. So we combine organizations for the blind as well as of the blind. So we're made up of organizations that are advocacy organizations. So they're mainly made up of people who are blind, as well as service providers. And of course, we all know as service providers, you don't have to be blind. You have to have qualifications in specific areas, such as orientation and mobility, or able to teach people how to work with adaptive technology. So we believe in combining the efforts of the blind people as well as our allies around us. So not just blind people. And it's very hard because we, over the COVID period and over the fortunate eventuation of being forced to link online, we make the best of this opportunity. So yes, COVID has not been, the pandemic has not been good, but it forced us to not just want to say we'll meet once a year or once every 2 years in person. It's allowing us to say to people who've got a smartphone, who've got a room to share, please meet up and we'll tell you about services. So information sharing is the first aspect. Get people together and tell them what is available in your society, in your community. Are we talking about a new employment opportunity? Are we talking about a leisure opportunity? Are we talking about a new sports facility? Are we talking about introducing a sport like goalball, which is a sport designed for blind people? Or are we simply telling people that there's others in your area that can go for a walk with you in a park? You've got a dog, we all get together with our dogs, we go for a walk in the park. So together with Zoom, online, Google, Teams,
Alert.
we've
Zero.
never been more actually
Alert.
enabled
Zero.
to get together and to tell people this is what happens in your area, whether it's a large city or whether it's a small little town, or whether, so that is our first message. Our second message is include disabled people and blind people when you plan a service. Often people say, oh, we've planned something, but no one turned up. And we're like, well, did you include people? Because disabled people, and in our case, blind and vision impaired people, know the best what we want to do. So for instance, some people would love to go to the beach or would like to study a specific direction. But maybe the point that stops them is not that they're not smart enough, but that maybe there is not a scholarship available, or that their local university or their local beach is not physically accessible. So, is there online options? Are there any funding opportunities? So again, the second message is link with disabled people to find out what do we need to actually fully participate. So there are so many messages, and we want to. I'll finish off before there's any questions or any other contributors by saying we're very happy to link with this initiative. Apart from me coming to India in November, we want to link our whole community. We've got 190 countries as our members, and we can connect you with all of them. And we'd love to make more of this movement, because sometimes an organization is more than just an organization. It's a movement of inclusion and accessibility. So I'm happy to answer any questions, but I also want to give others the opportunity to contribute. Thank you again for this marvelous opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Martin. That was a lovely thing. And we will definitely, and Sarthak would like to connect to all of your units, whichever possible. And we will keep you linked with all our activities also, so that we can get each other and we can attend each other's activities, and all is for a common cause. So that's why I thank you so very much that to go up early in the morning on Saturday at 2:30, 3 o'clock and answer a few questions. I won't keep you for long, but I have a small question for you. Like, what values are important to you as a leader to ensure we keep moving forward in supporting the disabilities?
Yeah.
Mm.
We're sitting in an area of change. None of us 2 years ago thought there's going to be COVID, but then again we have technology. So one of my main values, I think, is around accepting change and resilience. We can't look back and say this is what we did 10 years ago or 20 years ago and it should work. We should actually know that anything can change tomorrow, and we need to enable our communities to be resilient and to go with change. And technology is such a marvelous way for us all not to be disconnected. And the other one is, we need to probably just understand that we all come from, my value is about diversity. We all come from such different areas. I don't know what many people have been through. I look at Ukraine, Russia, Syria, Afghanistan, and then I look at Europe and Asia, and we all come from different experience levels. And I think I just try to remind myself, I don't know where other people have come from, but I can try to be open to their experiences and learn from them. Because as you say, we're all there for the same cause. Organizations have got different names. That doesn't matter. We're all there for the same cause.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. So if you it's early morning, if you like to be, you can stay on, but we will move on now
I'll
with.
stay on. I'll stay on. You've got. I'm up now, so I'll just put myself on mute and then I'll keep on listening.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so very much. It's really nice of you to be there and participate in our webinar today. Now next we'll have a few words of Captain Zarir Irani. He's already going somewhere else, but he's just taken 10 minutes to join us. Is Captain Irani there?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
you're in the car. I can make out. He's a chief patron. He's helped us fantastically. On the first day, he's given us £500 to start. Thank you very much for that. And he's sort of he's a maritime icon in Dubai, owning and chairing a large inspection company. And he's a landmark graduate. Landmark graduate is a transformation course. And we have Dr. Agarwal, Mr. Srinivas Patnaik here, Miss Kiran Sidhu, and myself. We are all landmark graduates here in this. So there are quite a bit of a landmark people here, and we have the same way of thinking. So a few words before you go, Zarir, from Dubai, please.
thank you very much. And my greetings to all and to the pioneers of this movement. I think every little helps, and I'm the one who I'm always there to support whatever I can with whatever little I can. God's been great to us, my family. In fact, my goddess is being good to me right now. As you can see, I've been driven. Say hello, Farzi. Hi. That's my wife. She's driving me. So these are small things that you appreciate in life, where every little thing comes together for a cause when you put your head together, and that's my thing. The last time Deb got me involved, I was quite overwhelmed. This time too, I must say that I did expect many more to support this, in terms of at least come around and listen. But it's not everyone's cup of tea, frankly. And thanks, Deb, for insisting that I join this. I'm on my way to an event I pre-committed, but I am, as I said, available. Here's my small second contribution. I'm going to send you a letter from Constellation to put us up as one of those companies who will welcome CVs of those who would be interested in joining Constellation in whatever rank they can. No promises. We will give, if all else being equal, definitely a priority to somebody who is differently able as my contribution, and that will be mentioned on the letter. You can put it up on your support sites. So those who are seeking employment can obviously look us up and send in. We unfortunately don't post openings, but whatever capabilities they have, they can send in. And if there is something of suitable opportunity, definitely they will be considered. And that's my little contribution in today's effort. I don't know how it'll make a difference, but at least it'll motivate other organizations to put their hands up and commit for similar causes. And I think if you have a number of organizations who are listed as potential recruiters of differently abled on a priority basis, I think it will make a difference in the long run. So here's my little thought. I am here for a short time, but I don't know what else to say other than give this little nudge of support. Over and out.
Thank you. It's a brilliant thing which you offered us, and you've already, helped us financially. But now this is what we want, to get these differently able people. If they get some jobs, and you've got a lot of employees, and this is what we know. We also have with us, Mr. Srinivas, who is also asked for his concern. And this is how we are slowly moving out. And thank you very much. I would also thank Farzeen, who's driving, your wife. So thank you very much for joining us, Farzeen. And you have your evening. I know you have prior commitments. Thank you very much for joining, even in this. That is the mariner's thing. Even wherever condition you are, you can able to make it finally. Thank you, Captain Zarif,
Thank
and
you.
look
Thank you for
forward for your letter.
getting me involved, making me present to what y'all are doing. I appreciate it. I do value that what y'all are doing, and you have my little support. I have my own little support to whatever little cause I have, but I think your cause is as important as any other. Thank you very much, everybody. I will have to sign out, but have a great webinar, and you have my support. Thank you, Deb. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you,
Agarwal, for
thank you,
initiating.
Zareen. Thank you very much. It was indeed
Bye-bye.
these things. These are the support we require. We are just growing now, and if we get support from people in different places, it is being wonderful. So first of all, I will ask for apologies for the senior people who are waiting, because I'm going to get rid of people who are away. Their time zone is. So I would invite Kiran. Are you there? Kiranjit. Yes, hi Kiran,
Yes.
because she is in Malaysia. Hi. She's in Malaysia and she's already nearing 11 o'clock at night. So we will try to get them a little bit early so that they can go to bed early. So Kiran, welcome to the show. Kiran is our volunteer in Sarthak, UK. She's where it is where the other sound is coming from.
It's actually from the background here.
Oh, you're the background there. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So welcome, Kiran. Kiran is one of the volunteers and working, and Kiran is also a person who's donated from Malaysia. Thank you very much, Kiran. And the way why she is in my team is she is herself, and she has the guts to to tell everybody that she's differently abled herself. So over to you, Kiran, to say a few words about yourself and what you intend doing.
Right. First of all, thank you and good morning, good evening, and good afternoon as the founder and chairman, General Director Mr. Debashis Mazumdar, respected dignitaries, panelists, and ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'm a part of Sarthak UK team firstly, because I'm also differently able myself, and my heart goes all out to those who are differently able and also who wants to look for ways to be part of this such noble thought and job to bring forward the community that has been left behind for centuries. And it's only recently that people are paying more attention to people like us to actually hold our hands and walk together and not just put us aside. So I really appreciate this move, first of all. Secondly, a little bit about myself. I have ADHD and dyslexia. And and recently I've also tested myself if I have autism. I have not got any results back yet. So fingers crossed, if I do have or don't, it doesn't make any difference. It's just another diagnosis on the list. But yeah, so I mean, like today's topic is really an awesome topic. I really love it. And the topic is like, how do we actually get people with disability to be included, whether it is work, is it school, or even at homes, in families, So the basic is the inclusion works. The inclusion begins in our mindset. That comes from the family, first of all, and then it grows into the circle of close relatives and friends, schools, and the bigger community and the whole wide world. So where Sarthak stands at the bigger community, the global community that supports people like us. And a few different ways, personally, that has benefited me. Whenever I've applied for a job, the first thing they see the diagnosis over there, they go like, oh, you have disability. So we do not know whether you'll be able to, do much for our our company or our organization. So I give them few strategies, and the strategies that I've shared with them and that has benefited me and them as well, vice versa. Vice versa. What they have in speak down, just clear, precise, detail. If possible, write them down for us so that we can follow through and don't miss out anything that you want us to do. And then secondly, if you're unhappy about something, don't talk behind our backs. Just come directly, say to our face, because we are able to take it down. What? Because we are motivated to move forward. We are motivated to be a part, because that's what we long for. We want to be a part of place. We want to feel belonging. We just don't want to be in a place where we are used for our talents, that whatever we can give to people, but then at the end of the day, that's it. I'm done with whatever you have. There's no more I can gain from you. So goodbye. So you see, it works two ways. Even for those who are able, when you're sitting between 5 people and only 4 are talking and you are not being included in the conversation, you're finding hard to even say a word in that conversation. That's already a segregation. So that's where inclusion come in. So moreover, people like us, when we are in the community and we feel like left out, so it's even more hurting. But I think we have over the number of years, we became so immune to it that we don't feel it anymore, because we have learned to become best friends to our own self, and we embrace ourselves as we are. The second thing is accept us as who we are, as what we carry. You may put in more into us, but don't try to change what we already are, because we can't do that. That's how we are wired. We are just differently wired. And then secondly is guide us gently. If you have things like you feel, okay, that has been done incorrectly, you should be doing it this way. Explain to us the reason why acceptable. How should it be done as a warning letter? Okay, goodbye, second, and stuff. And also, we do not need to be reminded all the time that you are a person with disability. Treat us just like how you treat your normal colleagues, your normal friends, or normal siblings or family members. Yes, we might feel odd. We might look like we are standing out in all that camouflage, but hey, we are made for a reason, and God has called us to stand out in the crowd. So it's not our mistake. So yeah. And then the next thing that has really helped me in the school life and also in the adulthood, like working life, is we are gifted in our own ways. We are unique in our own ways. Yes, we have limitation to many things, but that doesn't mean that we can't function as normal people. We can't live independent life. We can't earn for ourselves. We do not need the pity, but we need the support to move forward together. We have a lot to offer. And the most purest thing that we have to offer is love, trust, friendship, the authenticity. So yeah, there's a lot we can offer. Maybe not the richest, but we have the brains to offer you. So yeah, I mean, just now, Mr. Irani was talking about offering jobs to people like us. I think that's a fantastic thing to have on board, and I wish there were like 100 people more who will be doing that. That would be awesome. And people like us, when we go for interviews, even though we are on the higher abilities, we won't have to go through so many tests, so many assessments in between, whether can we perform something. Like, for example, a normal employee would go through 3 months of probation, mostly 6. People like us, I went through 1 year of probation. So how is that fair? So there are a lot of things to be looked into. I think slowly the world is evolving around the idea of inclusion, and I love the way how it begins from school. I mean, it begins from home. The parents are the pioneers to create this move of inclusion. And then it went into the schools, and slowly from the segregated education setting, it's now getting into inclusion setting. And moreover, lately, since the year of 2000, I mean, I see more and more industries are coming forward to include people like us, because they're and even that was the first move done by parents by opening a cafe. where they employ the children with autism, and people slowly begin to see is that hey, autism is not a stigma, or people are disabled, they can't function. They can actually do much better job, even though they're paid little, but it's a joy, it's a fulfillment to see that they earn their life with full dignity and full respect. And they deserve to be loved, they deserve to be part of every single thing, whatever normal human being does. Because if normal human beings can't include them, then we are happy to be differently able, because we have a lot to offer. And not condemning the atypical people, but the sensitivity is really appreciated at a greater level. So yeah, that's all from me, and I really appreciate this platform to be provided to speak my mind, and also to and I would also like to extend my gratitude to the Sarthak UK director, Mr. Debashish Mazumdar, who invited me to be one of the panelist speaker tonight, and for everyone else who have lended the ear to hear me out. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you very much. It's a brilliant way to express yourself, and you're the star of the evening, because you are a Divyang. You are one of the person who's so frank and talk about the different things which we are facing. We are trying to help others. I have no disability in my family, but I feel for the people who are disabled. So that's also a sort of a thing. So it was wonderful to have you and get your feelings. And thank you for being so frank with us. And we love to work with you. And we wish you all the best. And thank you for being up late at night and attending this, Kiran. Thank you very much. I'm very obliged. Thank you.
No, it's my pleasure. So I'm really sorry. Please don't get me wrong. Is it all right if I call it a night, please?
Yes. Please. Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you very much. I know
Right.
you've got things going on there. Okay. Thank you very
Right.
much, and thank you for joining us.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you, Startup Family. Goodbye.
Next we have now. Thank you very much, Kiran. Next we have a very senior person in the maritime fraternity, Mr. Vijay Jain, so he's my college senior. He's the president of Lions Club in St. John's, London, who has been very kind to link Sarthak with the Lions Club in London. So I went to the Lions Club function, and he invited me, and the Lions Club also donated quite an amount for Sarthak UK. So I would thank. He's like a mentor to me. I would like to thank Vijayji. Can you please unmute yourself and say a few words and about you and the Lions Club and the affiliation with Sarthak? Thank you.
Thank you, Devashish. Thank you very much for inviting me, Dr. Agarwal. Srinivas Patnaik, I think I saw you. You play guitar or something, isn't you? You're a music man. Yeah. I also hobby of singing. I mean, okay, good. So it's very nice to see everybody. Dr. Agarwal, good evening. Good evening. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so well, I think in this whole group today, I can see myself. I'm the oldest person, I think. I'm 79-year-old at the moment. Rather, next year I'll be 79. But the youngest member of Sarthak, I just joined only 15 days back. It's so happy that, Devashish, we know for many years here in UK, we have I'm a marine engineer like Devashish, but I passed out from DMIT in Calcutta in 1966. And since then, I've been I was sailing on ships as an engineer, and then I was a manager of shipping companies. The SR, if you know, the Sachin Royal company in Bombay, it was started by me long back. And then in 79, I started my own business of supplying ship spare parts and engineering consultancy. Then I moved to Canada. I moved to England. In 95, I settled down here, and I still have my company in Bombay, which I'm just closing it down due to COVID. For 3 years, I couldn't do anything, and I want to retire. So that's my personal life. And Lions Club, yes, I have been always in service of humanity, or rather, it's a service to people. When I was in India, I was member of Roundtable, which was something like Lions and Rotary was the only, but younger group. And then when I became 40, I was thrown out from there, and then I was looking after my own business, etc. And then when I came to London, I thought of doing something. I joined Lions Club. So I'm there for almost 28 years. I've been not for positions. I don't like to be head of anything, director, or I like to be a grassroots worker always. I've done many sponsorships, donations, etc., collection of money. I collected money for cancer units in UK. I collected money for poor people for food, recently. And that's all. And at the moment, I'm connected with Macklin Cancer Unit, which is in UK. I do every year for the coffee mornings, collect £5,000 and give it to them. So this is my job. I like it. I just recently formed a new club, which is also a very good idea in London, close by. I'm very fond of cricket. I formed this club in St. John's Road, which is an area Lord's ground is there. So I call my club Lords of Cricket and Beatles. Beatles has also started in that area, the singing. So that's it. Now, as regard to Sarthak, I think I'm very impressed with what Sarthak is doing. It is very, very unique thing. We were interested. Recently, or 5 years back, when I was in a different club, which is our London host club, we donated a whole container load of wheelchairs and other disability equipment to Sri Lanka. Basically, we wanted to send to India because my club had 75% people are Indian origin. And we wanted to send to India, but we found so much difficulty of customs and no Lions Club in India like Bombay or Ahmedabad or Cochin or Chennai. They wanted it, but they said you should send it your responsibility. I told them, listen, how can I send my responsibility? You are the receiver. You should do something. They don't want you to do anything. So ultimately, we had a Sri Lankan member of our club. He said, well, Ceylon will take it. Sri Lanka, Colombo will take it. And they asked us to send it. And it was very well, it was very appreciated because they were whole container load. It had almost about 120 wheelchairs. It had some other disability equipment for many things. So we have been doing something for disability always, and I think it is a very good idea. So when Devashish came to London last week, I called him for my meeting, and we immediately collected our £500. We donated as a token to start with. And I have written to Dr. Agarwal that our club will, of course, have always associations with you. We will try to get it involved in our whole England, and then, of course, international, because India and Lions Club are very strong at the moment. India does a lot of things for Lions Club. And Lions Club, as you know, is the largest organization in the world. For 1.5 million people, and they donate every year almost about $35 billion. So I think it will be a good idea if you can get connected to Lions Club. But we will start now and we will do our best. So that's all about me. Thank you very much, Devashish, and everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And you've been really, really kind. You introduced me to all the senior Lions Club presidents, members, executive committee, and they were all, I spoke to them about Sarthak, and they were all very, very impressed, and they're all ready to help. Thank you very much, sir, for being here today. Also, Vijay Jainji is a good singer. That also, he's in another function. He also sings for me. And okay, now we are going a little behind schedule, so I will now request a new member who is joining here is Mr. Sunil Kapoor from Cyprus. He was located in, came and relocated in Cyprus in 2007 to set up fleet management shipping in Cyprus. Mr. Kapoor is a member of the Board of Governors in Cyprus Maritime Academy, affiliated to the University of Nicosia, which is the capital city of Cyprus. He's also a board member of Cyprus Shipping Chamber. Mr. Kapoor sits on his technical committees in all the classification societies, and he's the president of the Indo-Cyprus Association. And when I briefed him and tried to enroll him into the Sarthak, he was really, really interested. And we are looking forward to open a Cyprus chapter for Sarthak. And we will hear from him more. So I would invite Mr. Sunil Kapoor, who is my senior. He's also a marine engineer, DMET. And so, Sunil, can we hear a little bit about what is your thoughts of the differently abled and Sarthak, please? Thank you.
Good afternoon or good evening to everyone. I know Devasis for many years, and I see that he's very energetic. He's into Sarthak. He has been talking to me so many days, trying to get me in, and I thought it's a great movement, great idea, and I think we should support. And when we discussed, he said, "No, we will not only support the London chapter, but why not in future open a Cyprus chapter, because being part of the Europe, there is a lot of movement here. And of course, they would like to treat everybody equal and very, very concerned that all fundamental rights should be given to people with disabilities. So Cyprus being a tourist place, recently they had a strategy where they made it accessible, where all the hotels, beaches, all the tourist areas, then they made it very accessible for people so that anybody can go to and visit them. So I'm very happy to be part of it. We have been discussing, and I would invite Devasis, I will invite Jitendra. Anytime when you are coming to Europe, you should try to visit us, and we can set up a system, maybe meet the people who are also running various organizations. A little bit about myself. I know Devasis for many years. I've been also a Shippy who is senior to him. I passed out in 1981. I was in Hong Kong, and from Hong Kong I came in 2007 to Cyprus, and for the last 15 years I've been in Cyprus, so more or less well settled in this place. And we try to do a lot of activities. I'm involved in many activities here, and also we are running a chapter Indo-Cyprus virtual club. We are running various items here, so it will be good to do something. And of course, if there is donations to be made, we are ready, we will commit. And also if there are things where we can mutually work together to assist people in India or in London, we can look into various items and we can coordinate together to see what is the best we could either give us as a technology or maybe take something from India and bring it here to work in the mutual cooperation. So that's from me, and I think I'm very happy to be part of it. And if you ever come to Cyprus, all of you, we are most welcome. We will arrange something here. Thank you.
Can I ask one question to Sunil?
Hello?
Sunil, are you an engineer from DMET?
Yeah, I'm an engineer from DMT, 1981 passed out.
81 passed out. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's 2 years my senior. He's 66 passed out anyway. Going away from the marine because a lot of
No, I just wanted to know.
That's why when I spread this word about Sarthak into the maritime field, I got a very good response. That's the reason a lot of marine people are here with the like-minded thing. And we have all discussed this thing with Sunil that whenever even Dr. Agarwal, Sandeep, whenever you're here in London or Europe, we must make a visit to because he's well connected with all the ministers there, the president, everything. He's very, very well connected. And I've attended some of his seminars, which they have a Indo-Indian and Cyprus seminars I've attended. So he's one of our very good people who would support us, and we will do something, Sunil, in the future. So to build up.
We were one of the first pioneers to adopt a park because we feel that the park is the soul of the city, and not many people have done. Of course, there are many big corporates here. So we were one of the first to adopt a park, and we named it as a Vatika, is an Indo-Cyprus park actually. And then this year we also replicated the Dandi March, which was also very well attended. So we try to do. There's not so many Indians here, but we
remember to invite us from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And from the World Bank, it would be wonderful to come to Cyprus.
Yeah, please do come. And that's what I said. We should mutually work together and assist one another in setting up these systems, So it'll be a great thing.
Absolutely. I mean, I got my first guide dog, a seeing eye dog from a service club because I was a student, so I wouldn't be able to afford it. So I just think, with all of us working together, it's totally amazing. So thank you.
I used to come to Cyprus very many times. But that time, Mrs. Kapoor was not there. The last I met Indian was Chandra. He was in V-ships.
No, okay, this is a long time back. Yeah.
Long time back. Yeah, I took many. I made many trips inside. Limassol was my main place. I was going there. Anyway.
Okay. Apologies to Srinivas. I just have to call another gentleman. Is Mr. Guha, Sujay Guha? Is he there? I can see you logged in. Can you switch on your camera, please?
I'm here, Devashish.
Hi. Welcome. He's also a new entry to Sarthak, and he's supporting me because he's my school friend. So a little bit of Sujay Goa is a mechanical engineer from the National Institute of Technology with the postgraduate diploma from Warwick Business School in UK. He is a recipient of many awards. He was the hero of TNT. He got the Leaders of Tomorrow from Economic Times and Indian Mart. He is based in Bangalore at the moment. Best Small Enterprise and Axis Bank and awards. Sujay established a concept of critical logistics in India, differentiating challenging and customized logistic solutions from standard logistic offerings through infusion of high-end technology. He's a brain, and he's a very now he served in the board of Ezi Truck and currently CEO and MD of Critical Log India Private Limited, the company he founded himself in 2013 with seed funding from Switzerland and based in a PE firm. Critical Log, his company, now employs about 900 people and personnel in present and with 150 locations in India. Well done, Sujay. Like being a classmate in the same sections in the same classroom, and now we are in different areas, and it is wonderful. So I was thinking that welcome to Sarthak, and you must be also hiring differently abled people. But let us hear from you a little bit about what you feel about the differently abled people. Over to you, Sujay.
Sure. Thank you, Devashish. Thank you so much, and good evening to all the eminent speakers and personnel present here. We go back even longer than the Shippies because we are classmates from the school, and we have spent quite a bit of time together. And it is from my house, I think, my home, he started the first journey on the shipping lines. I hope you remember that from Bombay. Yeah. So yes, we do run a relatively medium-sized logistics company, and I was hearing Mr. Jain giving off his spares business. We are one of the biggest spares repair and return business service provider in India, and we would be happy, Mr. Jain, to help you out if there is something that we can do for you in Bombay. Yeah. So that's one part. I had dabbled with putting differently abled people in our customer service. Unfortunately, we had two of them, and both of them relocated and left the job. But it is in my mind to, if I just go back a bit, India is not really a very friendly towards disabled people. Yeah, it hasn't come, and it's just coming in slowly. You can see some of the business shopping malls and the cinema theaters and things like that making arrangements for disabled people to come in. And I think the kind of awareness that is required for moving this is just coming into India, and we wanted to be a part of it, and we still want to be a part of it. As you know, in India, there is something called corporate social responsibility, which is a mandatory thing for any company which makes profits. So I wasn't into Sarthak, or I hadn't heard of Sarthak before Devashish called me up. We are mostly into child education. We are into women empowerment and those sort of things. And we do, for example, run classes for poor and not so well-to-do people, students, and take that class from the class 1 to class 12. And now that Devashish is connected, we will start looking at disability. We will definitely provide support for them in our company. That's an intention. And I agree with Mr. Irani when he kind of said that he too is quite interested. So we will be definitely doing that. If there's anything else, I think Sarthak is in India itself, and so we can probably get connected. I will be talking to my management team. Devashish has probably helped us, and we'll get Devashish to speak to them, and we will see what we can do for the differently abled people. I myself is a third recipient of kidney. So I don't know whether you call that differently abled or not, but I am third transplanted person, kind of a record in India probably. Definitely I have my mind towards that. If there's something that we can do for anyone in this group, or working with Devashish, if I can do something from the disabled, we'll be very, very happy, really happy. So it's already 9, which is almost an hour, so I don't want to take too much of time, but glad to be here in this platform. I actually missed the last meeting. My apologies. Devashish, I really kind of, it just slipped my head. But very nice to be here. Very happy to meet you all, and happy to be with Sarthak. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sujay. And we have our full team in Gurgaon and in Delhi. So
Sure.
Sandeep ji and all that, we will get in touch with Sujay and for any sort of a thing, because there are people in India, Sarthak, in whichever discipline you want, they prepare for interviews and they prepare for this thing. So they can arrange, and I will get connected with you, so we can get few people in your organization from India, from Sarthak, because they are trained people who are trained for interviews. They are trained for different things.
Devashish, our biggest problem in logistics is let's say 80% of the people are in the outdoors. Yeah. So and we do, as you rightly said, very critical and sensitive items. So it's difficult for me to get into those areas for differently able people. But there is 20% which is office work.
In-house, yeah.
In-house.
Yeah.
Whether it's finance, whether it's HR, whether it's customer service, these are all in-house, and definitely we can help somewhere there.
Yeah, here in UK we really see differently abled people, like even for this thing, Amazon delivery people. Half of them are physically disabled and all, but still they're out also doing a lot of jobs. Who can walk? Yes, please, Sandeep. Sorry.
Yeah, Sujay, I'm Sandeep here, and just take a minute of yours. So
Please.
there is no limit for the people with different abilities to get employed. I have seen in Madhya Pradesh, Shriram Finance Agency, who are sitting outdoor, who are into the collection business. They have a set of people who are visually impaired as their cash collection agent, sitting in an enclosure which is ironed, and that's the safest money anybody can handle. So there are 10, 15 people who are handling the cash piece of Shriram Finance, which is a well-known financial company. So there are hundreds of job roles which you can identify, and someone from our team will get connected, or vice versa, and we can definitely position them in the right place. Thank you.
Very happy to. Sure.
Yeah. Thank you, Sujay. Thank you very much for coming and taking your time and to join us. It was lovely to have you, and all different people from different areas are joining. And thank you all for your support. You promised some support. We will really welcome you. And thank you for being part of us. At least some school time friends. We are meeting again in a different role, but it's definitely a noble cause. Okay, thanks a lot, Sujay. Now we invite Mr. Srinivas Patnaik. I'm sorry for the wait, Srinivas, but I can keep him waiting because he is my junior, and in college what we happen to always keep them towards this thing. We can squeeze them a little bit more than the other, but he's been a lovely. He's a shipping magnate growing in Singapore, and I won't say too much, but he's too good for me, and he himself, he's a marine engineer, but now he's in his own ship management company. He's building up a group of finance companies. Oh, he's into everything. Okay, now And he has also asked Sandeep ji, he wanted to hire a differently able disabled accountant, and 4 people have already interviewed. So, okay, just follow up on that, Srinivas, and tell us. He also contributed.
Devasi, don't bully him too much. If I start bullying you, you'll be in trouble.
Hopping, I can still hop, sir.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Srinivas.
Okay. Good afternoon to all in UK. Good evening and to India. Dr. Agarwal, Devashishda, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to put my perspective on the differently abled. Today, we were out there having lunch in a place. First time we went there, we saw an elderly disabled woman. She was operating the whole restaurant. She was literally sliding behind the bar, but she was taking the orders. She was collecting the plates, doing the finer arrangements, and we couldn't feel. I knew from the look, from the walk, that she is not perfectly able to what she is doing. She is almost, I can feel from the age that she's 75 years old, but she is taking care of a restaurant right from the front. Now that's what the differently abled people can do. There is nothing that they cannot do. Each one of them has a speciality, and I have noticed this. It's possible. For what we can do for the differently abled people, there's so much we can do. Aryan is one of the kids from Sarthak. His mother is very happy. He comes on our music platform, and she says he never ever sits for more than 5 minutes still any place. But when he sits on a music platform, he sits still for an hour plus. That's one way of engaging very clearly music. His paintings we loved to watch, and we presented them on our platform as well, and he was very delighted to get the response. I have last week, during our last session, I had requested Sandeep ji, thank you very much, almost 7 or 8 CVs I got through Devashishda. We are in the process of screening because our CFO got a bit busy, but we are going to shortlist. We are going to communicate with them, and one definitely I'm going to employ within this next 15 to 20 days for sure. Some of them don't meet our requirements, but there are 2 or 3 CVs which do meet. So this is another way in which we engage. Singapore is something which I want to share with you all. This is a place where even if a person with differently able passes beside us, we can't even make out, because they are so well taken care of. The paths for the blind, for even every location, there are washrooms and toilets for them. The car parks are very strictly left for them. Nobody overtreads onto those. There are hefty fines if it is done. So Singapore is probably one example where differently abled people are taken care of by the government. You don't actually see them in trouble anywhere. So Dr. Agarwal, maybe sometime when we are getting more actively involved in Singapore, we would be able to pick up a few lessons from Singapore, how they are doing, and they definitely take care of differently abled people here. Coming back to quickly to keep it short and sweet, Devashishda, you have been inspiring me to take this forward, and yes, we all know about it, but until we see it with our own eyes. My own batchmate in 2016, one fine day he turned blind. Dr. Agarwal, similar example like yours. He's even now he's living as a blind in Nasik, but he replies to our WhatsApp messages. He comments on our photographs. He is everywhere. About 3 years ago, when we were having an alumni meet in Goa, this fellow came all the way from Nasik, 2 a.m. in the morning. He comes with a taxi alone, nobody accompanying him. He joined, meeting point is near Panvel somewhere. He joins the bus and they go to Goa together with everybody in Mumbai. Commendable. I see no difference between a differently abled person and a normal person, as far as their activities are concerned, they can do as much as a normal person can do. We got to look at them as normal people. That's what is my opinion about all this. We can make a difference. We can make a difference to them. And one more thing, all I wanted to add was that, yeah, I feel it more because my mom in the last 5 years of her life was completely disabled. Literally, she was an abled person. Last 5 years, she was completely disabled. So I know that we've got to make a difference in whatever possible ways we can. Employ them, engage them in whatever formats that we can do. Thank you very much, Devashishda. Over to you.
Thank you, Srinivas. You've been lovely, Srinivas, and we are working with Srinivas' wife, who's Sandhya. We are all working together. So he will be the magnet of our Sarthak Singapore Center. We have already spoken. They've agreed. So we have to start this. And as you said, even in UK, UK is very well planned for disabled people. So it's a small joke. Like my wife once told me, the next birth, if I go, I should born in UK and be disabled. Because wherever you go station, first parkings are all disabled. Everywhere there's a disabled lift. You can't build an organization without a disabled lift. There are mostly 60% of the taxis are disabled, so they have the ramp of coming in. So whichever the lifts are there in every platform, in every station and everywhere. So that's why people say everything for disabled people is very organized in the UK. But still, here we are trying to do for the disabled people and especially for Indians who are in UK also. So similarly, you will also have a look, the Indians who are in Singapore or something, if they need any help. These are all well-developed countries. They already have things in place. But it's always better to go and mix with them and, and to get that to what I'm trying to do here, to get the British people know a little bit of Sarthak, because they don't know what Sarthak is, right? So that's why before anything, and so just we have to mix with them, and that is what we are trying to get this event. If we mix with them, we come to know them and be with them, like organize races, marathons. Here, a lot of things. Races with wheelchairs and wheelchair tennis and everything, like the Olympics, what people are all doing there. So we all have this, but we have to, that's why I'm generating a little bit fund so that I can invest in those people and get them a little. Here they don't need money, but they need some support and assistance, your company and organization events. Like that's what our topic was, how we can not only organize in work, but how we can organize in entertainment, in sports, and in their leisure centers, So that sort of a thing there. Okay, thank you very much. So we are looking forward for a Singapore chapter also in Sarthak, as we discussed.
I look forward.
So that's good. So 2 countries will be coming up in the near future. Now we have with us Dr. Bhakti Mazumdar. Are you there, please, ma'am?
She's there for some time.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you, Devashishji. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. A little bit of she's a doctorate, and she is from Scotland in Aberdeen, and she's a fantastic singer. So she's in my Eurosuit. That's how we left. But she's got linked with the different disabled people. So so I will hand over this thing to Bhakti ji. You speak about yourself and your son or whatever you can. And she has also donated just now. I've just received your fund. Thank you very much for that. She is given
I thought she is your sister, Joseph.
No, similar surname. She's basically, her origin is Bangladesh. She's not from India. She's Bangladesh.
All right.
But she's in Aberdeen now, in Scotland for a long time. Okay, over to you, Bhakti ji.
Thank you, and good evening to everybody. I'm already from Scotland. I have a great amount of experience about differently abled people in this area, and I am also registered with Scottish Social Services Council as in practitioner. So I have a wide range of knowledge about the various organizations working in Scotland and the policies and how they are supporting the people with differently able. But what I feel the missing part here is that they are not organizing or giving much opportunities to the people with differently able people who have diverse degrees of capacities that probably, for example, maybe we do not have some special skill that probably have some person with autism spectrum disorder, but we are not able to recognize their skill and we are not able to absorb their skill in the industry. That is a huge gap here. I can feel it. And that in that way, the people who have that skill that is remained underutilized or never utilized. So the Sarthak, I was very interested to hear about Sarthak from Debashish ji, and I am very interested to have this organization here. And it is a very excellent, excellent initiative from the Sarthak part to have this kind of organization in UK, particularly in this area. Thank you so much. That is all I wanted to say to all of you. Thank you so for giving me an opportunity here.
Thank you, Bhakti ji. You have been part of our team now. So we will work with you, and I will contact you because I need to contact these various organizations which you just spoke about, and to meet them, visit them. So if the time permits, I will visit Aberdeen sometime or the other, or sometime we will meet up and we need to discuss this. And I want to take this further. So
thank you so much.
That's all we have for today. And among the question answer session, I know it's run over late. There's one question coming up here is, if anybody, what are the common issues you're noticing around you that might obstruct the people with disability? Have you noticed any scenario when you're there that a disabled people has been not treated properly or been obstructed in engaging with others? If can anybody share something if they have seen this?
I can share that.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, I have experience in this sense because I have a son who is in the supported accommodation that is being cared by the local authority. But what I am experiencing, they are like the support organizations are not allowing my son to come to the community or to get involved in our local social religious activities. But that kind of restriction they have started very recently. So I'm very upset with their how they are treating my son. So I have a lot of worries about their what their policies they are doing, how they are saying there's a multidisciplinary team, but they never ask us as a guardian to join this multidisciplinary team meeting. What they are doing, they are assessing how the carers are saying, what the carers are saying, but what we as a guardian, or what is my son's wish and how my son's feeling, that they are not taking into consideration. So there's a huge gap or huge disparity that between how or what my son or what is the need of my sons and how that could be fulfilled if he can come into the community or take participation in various programs. There is a huge gap here, and that I'm experiencing a lot of trouble about this matter recently.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for this. And just to sum up, one last question we will have. There are several misconceptions about people with disabilities in engaging in the society, right? What do you think should be the starting point to make a non-disabled population aware of disability? How to start that? Anybody? Actually, that is what it is. We are all trying to do that. The whole the population, some population which are not aware of the disability, that's the reason why they show such sort of a negative feeling about disability. So we are here just as a Sarthak, which is doing exceptional in India, to go to people to make them educated about the disability. What happens normally is whenever there is if there is somebody disabled in your house, then you're fully aware of the disability thing and you know the trouble. But the houses which don't have any disability, they should be a bit awareness and educated so that the disabled people are not treated the way they are treated. I feel that is one of this thing. So our wholeheartedly we are trying to work with these people to bring a smile in a disabled person's face. Because when a disabled child grows up, the only thing come in their mind is they are a burden to their parents. When they come to think, when they become, because either they are burden to the parents or the government or the society. So that's why what Sarthak is doing there in India, giving so many jobs, once they start earning, then that feeling comes to them that they're getting something for the family. So that's the best smile they get on their face, because they are helping their family by earning money. Well, otherwise they think their father, mother, their life is all because of their disability. Their whole life of all the parents are gone because they're always looking after them. So these are the things. The best thing that Sarthak is doing is to give jobs to them so they can get some financial help. And naturally, when the financial help comes, then because everything costs money in the places where we live. So that is, I will be trying my level best to reach all the people and to educate the people who are not aware of this. So thank you very much, everybody. Now I would request our director of Sarthak UK, Mr. Abhishek. Is he there?
Yes, I'm here.
Ah, right. Good. Abhishek, he actually the first director of the UK. I came in much later, and he started the Sarthak in the UK. So he will have much more knowledge and experience than me. So over to you, Abhishek, to have a concluded vote of thanks and conclude this session, please. Sorry
Thank
for
you
the
very
wait.
much. Thank you very much, Mr. Majumdar, for conducting it so nicely. And thanks a lot to all the panelists, all the people who have come onto this forum. And I'm just impressed by the spread of the geography we had today. We had people from New Zealand, from Singapore, from India, from Cyprus, from the UK, and Malaysia. It's just such a big participation from almost every time zone from the eastern side of the world, as we call it. We heard from also from Dubai. We heard from Captain Irani, from Ms. Kiran Sidhu, from Ms. Martine, from Mr. Srinivas Patnaik, from Mr. Sunil Kapoor, from Mr. Vijay Jain, from Mr. Sujay Guha, and Dr. Bhakti Majumdar. I think this is the longest list of speakers and participants we've had in our webinars, and it is wonderful to see the association that people have and how passionate everybody is about supporting this cause. The best way you can associate with this movement is to create 5 more people who are interested in joining Sarthak. Run events, even if you do 1 event a year, even if you raise £100 a year, that's great, because those people will raise another £100 through their activities. That's what we want, a chain reaction. We want everybody, the cause that Dr. Jitendra Agarwal has started is so strong that anybody with a good heart will definitely want to join in as little or as big a capacity as possible. It is so easy to get associated because it is such a noble thing that this organization is doing. And I am really thankful that you took out time, you discussed your views, and mostly, more than views, everybody who spoke today just spoke about how they can contribute. It was so good to hear from Captain Irani that he's going to create employment opportunities. It was wonderful to hear Mr. Patnaik saying that he'll create employment opportunities. It was so nice to hear Mr. Sujay Guha saying something very similar. And that's what we want to do. That's what the organization is for, to impart the skills to the people, and people like this on the forum who will provide those employment opportunities to the people trained by Sarthak. So thanks a lot. Thank you very much for your support. Thanks a lot for joining today. And we just hope that this movement just becomes stronger and stronger, and we collect as much money, as many resources, as many like-minded people, and create fiercely independent people who can live and provide for their families. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhishek. And just before we finish up, I would just like to thank all our donors who have donated for the Sarthak UK. So we have a little bit of a fund now to work with. I'll just say the name. The amount is not important, but just the name: Captain Zadir Irani from Dubai, Srinivas Patnaik from Singapore, Erika Mazumdar, who's my daughter, she is also donated, Prithvish Banerjee from Aberdeen, Scotland, Kiranjit Sidhu from Malaysia, Lions Club London, which is Mr. Vijay Jain, Mainak Banerjee from Kolkata, Alok Kumar Mitra from Asansol, Abhijit Banerjee from Kolkata, Dr. Bhakti Mazumdar from Aberdeen, and incoming is Sunil Kapoor and Sujay Guha. Also, they are there. So, thank you all very much for contributing. And just before we finish, I just want to say on 14th of August, we have I do a musical platform called Eurosur, and that is dedicated to Sarthak for the 14th of August. The timings are 4:30 p.m. UK, 12 noon UK and 4:30 p.m. in India. And it is, I think, 7:30 in Singapore, where Srinivas, they are all part of the thing. Even Bhakti ji is going to sing, Srinivas is going to play, Mr. Vijay Jain is going to sing, and there's a whole lot there. 3 Divyank is going to sing on that day, and our guest of honor is Dr. Agarwal. She will be there. Please join us. We will put all the things, details on the Zoom, and we will, there are 2 Sarthak alumni who are Sarthak trained. They will be singing. So I'm organizing this just to get a little bit of smile in them, and the 2 people, and also Kiranjit from Malaysia is getting some kids from the school who are doing painting, some disabled kids. So these are things just to our topic is to get them entertainment, just get them involved. We are having merrymaking, singing, and good programs. Why not make them join and be a part of them? So please, I'll give you all the information later on. Please try to join and be live on Eurosur Facebook page also. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Agarwal, and thank you, Sandeep ji and Valsa for showing the sign language. Thank you very much, Abhishek, Sujay, Bhakti ji, Vijay Jain ji, Srinivas, Mansi, and I must also thank Jasmine Kaur, who are our admin in our team, and they also walked. And I see Sandhya is joined up. Sandhya is Srinivas's wife. She is also part of our team. And thank you, Sandhya, for joining. So thank you all. Namaskar ji. Agarwal ji, you just want to say the last word before we close?
Yeah, I'd like to hear from him. No,
You're muted, sir. You're muted. You're muted. Unmute kijiye, please.
Dr. Agarwal, please unmute yourself. No, he's not listening.
Yeah, now okay. Now okay. Aap boliye ji.
So thank you very much to all of you and Majumdar ji, Vijay, Mr. Jain. So thank you. Hum log milenge, sir. Whenever you come, you are coming to Delhi in September. So we'll surely meet. And I think it's a cause, I think. And so what I realized in last 14 years, whenever you empower a person with disability, that give you a life satisfaction. So actually my guru used to tell me that, like, okay, we have job satisfaction, but when you have life satisfaction, I think usi liye humne janam liya hai. So I think all of us should work for this cause, and that this will give us life satisfaction. So thank you very much to all of you. Thank you very much, and especially to Majumdar ji and Abhishek ji. Thank you.
Abhishek ji, can I just talk to Abhishek? If you
Sure, please.
Abhishek, can we exchange our number? Where do you live, by the way?
I'm in Pinner.
You are next door to me.
Are
I
you?
need your help. Yeah, I'm in Hendon.
Okay.
Okay, I need some help because I'm establishing Sarthak, I'm establishing our Institute of Marine Engineers, the UK chapter,
Sure.
Institute of Marine Engineers India. So I need some help out, how do I form this there?
I will take your contact details from Mr. Mazumdar and I'll send
Yes,
you.
I will provide you. Okay,
And I'll
yeah.
talk to you. Thank you very much.
All right.
But
Thank you.
Vijay ji, he's not a mariner. He's a.
That makes no difference.
That's
No,
yeah.
what I had to do same thing what he's done for Sarthak UK. I had to establish, the Indian chapter of Institute of Marine Engineering India.
Okay. He's also what we got. We got the fellowship of institute, and he is the president of Institute of Marine Engineering. और हमको treasurer बना दिया तो कितना जगह में मैं काम करूँगा I don't know. I am trying my level best. So anyway, okay, thank you very much everybody. Thank you. It's been late, and thank you Makti ji, and we'll get back again in 2 months now. Now we'll have every 2 monthly, because 1 monthly it is too fast and we are not getting appointments. Everybody is booked in the UK. So we'll have it in October again, the next session, please. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sujay.
Thank you, Modi.
Thank you, Srini. Thank you, everybody. Chalo. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Mansi.